Hello, my name is Teresa Wright, and I am talking about Berklee Online today, music production, and the subject is cables. I'm in Alabama, and I'm going to give you a quick review on different cables. All right, the first cable is the 1/4-inch cable that we mostly know as the instrument cable. This cable goes from your guitar, electric bass, into the audio interface. It's a 1/4-inch cable, and it is also a single conductor cable. It consists of the tip and the sleeve. Now, this cable is susceptible to noise, and because of that, you want to use short cables when you can, and very high quality cables as well, so you can avoid some breaks in the cable and some noise during your recording. That's something we don't want to do. Now, the second cable I'm going to go to is called a TRS cable. This is mainly, we know this as our headphone 1/4-inch cables, because we use it mostly with headphone scenarios in the studio. It's almost like taking two single conductor cables and running it with a shield around it. And because it's 1/4-inch also, and it has an extra shield, this can be used in balance scenarios. It's sometimes called as a stereo cable, but mostly we will be thinking of it as a 1/4-inch headphone cable. While I'm talking about headphones, I'd like to move over to the 1/8-inch headphone cables. This is typical in the cell phones or the output of the headphone out on your MacBook. And let me change the view here to show those outputs. Again, use high quality cables when you can to avoid, extra noises, extra breaks, cutouts, etc. Now, for your microphones, you'll be using a balance cable called an XLR cable. Because the mic is the male end of the cable, this is the end we will be hooking up to the mic, and this end is the end you'll be hooking up to, like your PA head or your audio interface, the microphone preamp input. You notice the 3 prongs inside because it has 3 segments as well. Now, these cables really cut down on noise, and because of that, we can use long runs, for instance, from stage out to a soundboard in an arena, or from the console area in a studio out to another sound room. To do this, you use a direct box. I don't have one here with me, but what the direct box does is it converts the 1/4-inch cables into an XLR or balanced scenario. So remember to have your short runs of 1/4-inch cables, and then you go into your direct box if you need a balance signal on the other end, and use your long runs for your XLR cables. The RCA cables are typical for home use, stereo outs, phono outs. You also see these type cables in DVD or Blu-ray scenarios, but they also include the yellow video signal part of it. So this is the RCA cables, or sometimes you hear them called phono cables. Now, on some of the older equipment, this is a very old Fostex box. You can see that the RCA cables were used for ins and outs. Again, on your home type equipment, not really high professional gear, but I did want to show that example. Thanks, and see you next time.